morning, everybody, from our next weather sphere. I'm going to open up the windows to show you. We do have some low clouds, some patchy low clouds this morning. Take a look. This is our next weather sky cam. This is Mount Wilson. I'm not sure if you can make it out, but you can see how we have the lights twinkling through some of the low clouds and fog that we're seeing, getting a little closer to some of our foothill communities. But those are some of the lights that you're seeing from Mount Wilson, looking at the basin and looking at Pasadena. So here's a look at what's happening. We do have a little bit more of that sea breeze this morning, and this will continue on as we head into the afternoon. So this is why our temperatures are actually going to stay really comfortable as we head into this first day of August. I do want to show you really quickly what's happening though. So here's a quick look with our next weather headlines. This is what we are watching for. So we are looking at some really little day-to-day changes for the next few days. So again, like what I said yesterday, if you liked yesterday, you're going to like today because it's going to be about the same. So near normal conditions, that marine layer will continue to shrink over the course of the next few nights and mornings, but it's still going to be there for some areas. And then that high pressure system that we're watching to the east of us will begin to shift just a little bit more to the west, closer to us, and that will allow a bigger warming trend to take place once we head into late next week. So this is something that we will continue to watch. And believe it or not, today, first day of school. I believe this is the first school district that's not on a year-round schedule that kids are returning back to school. I spoke to somebody from Bear Valley Unified School District up in the mountains, so that includes the Big Bear area. So they're headed back today, and he said, yeah, everybody laughs at them when they tell them that they're going back to school on August 1st. So this is what the kids are dealing with today. They're looking at a light, kind of a chilly morning. Temperatures will be in the 40s for that morning bus stop, and then by the afternoon they can shut off the layers because it's going to slowly start to warm up, and we're looking at temperatures topping out this afternoon in the upper 70s. All right, so here's a quick look at what's happening here in Southern California. I want to show you the map really quickly. I want to show you also what we are watching as we head into the rest of this morning, because we are definitely looking at a little bit more of the low clouds and fog sticking around this morning, a little bit more extensive than yesterday, but not quite as far as what we're seeing in our inland communities like the Inland Empire or even into the San Fernando Valley. But you can see we have the clouds near Malibu and also Santa Monica this morning and Manhattan Beach, and then we do have the clouds in downtown LA, but we don't have the clouds in Woodland Hills. And we're looking at a little bit more of the clouds sticking around in Anaheim and Yorba Linda, but it is clear for the Inland Empire. And then of course Orange County, you can see the clouds have banked up against some of our Santa Ana mountains here. So we are looking at a little bit more of the clouds that it's going to take some time to clear, and once it clears we will continue to see some really nice conditions. So temperatures this afternoon, we're topping out at about 71 for San Clemente, 83 for Mission Viejo, 82 for Santa Ana, 72 for Huntington Beach, and then here's a look near the foothills. So we will see those temperatures in the low 90s for Ontario, 90s for Glendora. So it's going to start to get just a little bit hotter in some spots inland, but again, it is a little closer to where we should be this time of year. 88 for Pasadena, and then we'll have temperatures in the high 90s for Woodland Hills. So overall, it's going to be a little bit warmer as you head inland. But take a look at what happens as we head into the next few days, because we're still watching that high pressure system, and it will continue to bring us a little bit more of the warmer temperatures inland, but we are going to continue to stay about the same. But then once we look ahead for LA and Orange County, we are going to start to see those temperatures gradually warm up once we get past Tuesday. So from now through Tuesday, we're kind of in that same status where temperatures are going to stay closer to normal. Then we get into the 90s, return of the 90s by the end of next week for LA and Orange County. Then the valleys, we're actually looking at triple digits returning as we head into next Thursday, something that we just haven't seen in a while. Remember, it's been a lot cooler. We've had some really mild conditions. And then for the Inland Empire, we'll see triple digits as early as Wednesday of next week. All right, back to you guys.